Hey everyone, welcome to Rationality.in. In this video, let us try to answer one more basic question. Who is a product manager? Let us deep dive into what product manager does, what is his role, and how does that vary in different companies. So, just to recap from our episode 1, what is product management? Product manager tries to help organization solve problems that are outstanding in the market by studying its business viability and then works on to build the product and then liaison with different stakeholders of the company to ship the product. And not only that, it continuously engages with the customers to understand their needs and the market requirements and then works upon to improve that product for better customer experience and greater customer adoption. Okay, so simply put, the product manager is the one who is responsible for building and maintaining the product throughout its life cycle. He is responsible for both building the product, maintaining it, scaling it, and growing the product business throughout the entire life cycle of the product. So, the product manager in an organization is responsible for setting up a compelling product vision, a stable and a long-term one, which shows the bigger picture of how the product can translate the problem space into solution space. And then formulating a great product strategy which illustrates how this vision is going to be achieved by the product organization. Thirdly, leading the product design and execution, which is all about getting things done. This is the most challenging aspect of product management, as it needs a lot of collaboration from multiple teams, right from user experience to engineering to technical writing to sales, marketing, ops, and so on. It demands the product manager to be very effectively communicative and persuasive, to push that needle, to make all stars come into place so that the product can be shipped and monetized. Also, driving the customer development initiatives to achieve the product market fit, and then putting off a customer acquisition process in place for growing the customer base and increasing the adoption of the product. The product manager plays a different set of roles in different phases of the product lifecycle. In the product discovery phase, the product manager plays the role of product designer. In this phase, product manager works closely with the user experience designers and the domain experts who are the experts in the problem area to conceptualize the product, then define the product requirements, and then translate it into a product prototype. In the development phase, product managers work closely with the engineering team as a program manager. That is, to provide them with necessary guidance and direction on building the product. They also help the engineering team in release planning, owning and managing the product backlog as a product owner, scoping the user stories, guiding the team on backlog prioritization, and finally accepting the stories that are supposed to be shipped for the product release. During the product introduction phase, one of the challenging aspects of product manager is to prepare a go-to-market plan for the product and acquire the first few set of customers those are going to use the product. The product manager plays the role of a subject matter expert in this phase. And that is for both the rest of the organization who also will be introduced to the product and also the early adopters, the first few customers of the product. So they're responsible to create the awareness about the product, what problem space that the product is catering to, what is the value proposition of the product, and what are the benefits of the product. Product managers work closely with the customers, the first few ones, especially those who are recruited as part of the beta or early adopter program. And that is to test the minimum viable product that is out in the market now. So the engagement with the first few set of customers can help product managers identify the product delta, get the feedback early into the product to improve it further, and then finally achieve the product market fit. Once the product market fit is achieved, the product manager plays the role of a growth hacker to aggressively acquire customers, increase the adoption of the product, and scale the customer base. They work closely with the growth marketers to define customer journeys, identify problem areas, and then do rapid experimentation to accelerate the growth. In the maturity phase, the product manager plays the role of a business strategist. Idea is to focus more on business aspects of the product by retaining the customer base, increasing the customer satisfaction, and reducing the churn rate, and thereby also sustaining the market share. Focus areas in this phase are to work on a competitive pricing strategy, market expansion plan, evolving the product with new use cases and added value propositions. So this is the phase where product managers battle with technology debts and find it difficult to innovate. So They look for alternative strategies to add other channels of monetization like exposing APIs as a service, adding integration partners who have innovative solutions in the same space, etc. In parallel, they also look for other avenues to innovate. For example, with the help of platform re-architecting or building a contemporary product from scratch or acquiring a product and then integrating it with the existing product offering. So these strategies can help defer the decline phase and in some case might also renew the entire product lifecycle. However, if none of these strategies work and the product still enters into the decline phase, then product managers also have to take those hard decisions to deprecate certain features of the product which are obsolete and not adding any value to the customers but adding to the overhead cost of business. And they might also decide on phasing it out altogether. Now, let us bust a myth. It is often considered that product manager is the mini CEO of the product. This is not the case because product managers lead without authority. They rely on their ability to influence, inspire, and persuade teams to work for them, to build the products that they want, and to help them ship those products. It requires of them to have great emotional intelligence and stellar communication skills. The role of a product manager does vary a bit from company to company, depending upon the company's culture and focus areas. Software product companies are typically either sales focused, engineering focused, or market focused. In each of these cases, the role of a product management organization varies a lot. As the name suggests, in a sales focused organization, more focus is on the sales numbers and maximizing the return on investment on the product. Product management in this case is more focused on enabling sales and marketing by acting as a product marketing organization. They create sales enablement artifacts like product fact sheets, battle cards, case studies, etc. Also, as they are also responsible to build and maintain the product, they do act as a program manager for the engineering organization on providing them the necessary guidance on product requirements whenever required. Product leaders in a sales-focused organization own the profit and loss responsibilities and ensure that they meet their revenue KPIs. Hence, product priorities are typically decided in a top-down manner, with product leaders defining their objectives and objectives of that of their product teams. Engineering-focused organization is more invested in technology and innovation. They love experimenting and adopting to new technologies. So, they need a strong technical product manager who can closely work with the architects and other engineers to help them understand the customer needs and then translate those customer needs into product requirements that can be used for building products. And not only that, they also need help from the technical product managers to drive the entire execution of the product building exercise. Market-focused organizations are more invested in customer needs and are obsessed with solving customer problems. Product managers are very proactive, data-driven, and result-oriented. Hence, product management is more strategic and has a market-centric approach and also a customer-focused approach. So, product priorities are bottom-up in these cases, with each product manager setting up the goals and objectives for their own teams based on the customer need analysis, opportunities, market requirements, and product leadership here guides the product managers on these areas. Here's the news for you. I have a dedicated course on product management foundations on Udemy, enrolled by more than 3,000 students, with most of them finding it helpful. So if you want to further your knowledge on product management, understand various concepts, processes, and frameworks around it, and learn how to put those frameworks into practice, then I will highly recommend you to go for the course. It will earn you an official accreditation and certificate of completion from Udemy. Thank you.